Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Another day in the markets today. It is Thursday, July 18th, 2019. Let's get it going. So, what do we see in the market yesterday? As you can see, SPY just jumped off a cliff, right at the bell. After showing a little bit of promise pre-market, it was literally almost gap down, or not gap down, just faded out, pretty close to the bell. Closed pretty to the low of the day. Closed close to 2 points down. Continued its selling pressure after hours. And this morning, pre-market, you had a little bit of a bounce. Low 290 or high 296s. Right now it's trading 297.32. So we're going to see if, obviously it's going to gain some of that back from yesterday. Still, obviously, it's under that 300 level that it cracked earlier in the week. So obviously, everybody's looking at that particular level. So let's see what's going to happen going into the session today. So sector-wise kind of bled out yesterday as well. We only had two closing green utilities up, just less than 0.5%, and healthcare barely squeaking green. So industrials actually closed to the low of the sectors with 2% down. So going into today's session, we got six on our watch. So let's get into it. So as you can see, MDB, what a monster day we had yesterday in MDB, right? Closed 9 points to the upside, which is a beautiful bounce. We love MDB when it does this. So obviously, we trade this thing time and time again. Held that 50 as we expected. Had a solid run to the upside. Didn't stop one bit until the close. As you can see, had a little bit of action after hours, but it's kind of dipping down a little bit pre-market. So we're going to see what's going to happen with MDB. We still have 135 price target for our particular level. So any pullbacks, we're going to continue with our bullish sentiment, but MDB, we love it. Microsoft got hit yesterday. Obviously, closed down almost a point, then it faded a couple more points after hours in pre-market. It had kind of trade sideways pre-market, but we got our eye on this thing. We think it's going to fade out a little bit. Obviously, it's pretty extended. We think that it's going to pull back some more to the downside. Facebook. Obviously, as you can see, closed down a little over 2 points. It's putting in that curl, as you can see on the hourly. Daily also putting that curl in. A lot of chatter as always on Facebook. After hours sold a little bit. Pre-market found a little bit of a bounce, but might be fading back down again. So that being said, we think there's going to be some more selling pressure on Facebook. NVDA is next. Had a little bit of run yesterday, so closed up a little bit more than 2.5 points to the upside, but it does have that 200-day sitting above its head, so we think it's going to be being pushed down today going into the session. But at the end of the day, the market dictates direction, not our opinions, right? So stay diligent with it. This our sentiment. We think it's at the top of the range, so we like it to the downside. If the market pretty much says it, that's where it's going to go. So at the end of the day, we just mitigate risk and we hop on board, right? So Tesla's up next. Tesla had a nice run yesterday as well, closing just shy of 2.5 points to the upside. It's trading between the 200 and the 50, so there's a lot of room to the upside. So right now it's kind of just in the middle. We do believe that it's going to sell a little bit off today, and so we have a bearish sentiment for Tesla. Netflix got crushed after hours. Obviously, earnings, they lost some market share in the United States, obviously gained a little bit outside the States. But that being said, they have some programming, some positive programming going into the fall season. But there's two sides of this coin. Obviously, you're hearing sentiment to the upside and to the downside. Obviously, there's a lot of guys that are underwater that have been holding. I have no idea why anybody's going to be holding going into the earnings. Obviously, as you can see, it's been selling off for the past week. So anybody holding, they're just deep underwater. So any bounce to the upside, they're going to probably be lowering their exposure and obviously pushing price down. On the flip side, back last July, same situation, it gapped down and then it traded lower. But then it came back up and fought up. So we anticipate some more selling pressure today, but I think Friday and next week you're going to see a nice reversal and have some dip buying. Some value buying here. So, but I think it's going to sell off a little bit further. Yeah, obviously it cracked the 50, cracked the 200, so it's definitely in some open waters right here. All right, so let's see something real quick. Low 319. So that's obviously, in our opinion, it's going to be the target for today. You will see that 319 get breached probably probably today a little bit further. It's probably going to dump down. Who knows? Maybe it's going to touch the 300 level. Because this thing, when this thing moves, this moves nicely, just like Tesla and MDB. Anyway, that's what we got going on. We're rambling here, guys. But Netflix got sentiment to the upside or to the downside, but nonetheless, this is going to be moving nicely past next couple of days. So take advantage of it and always mitigate your risk. Stay very diligent with your stops. So anyway, guys, you want to see how we're doing it, how we're trading these stocks, how we're building our watch list, trading the same stocks, get intimate with what we do. Come check out the site at thestreettrading.com. We will sort you out on the 90-day course, answer those questions, get you profitable, get you consistent, answer those questions. Why, guys? Any questions you have, reach out, give us a call, shoot us an email, whatever you need to do. Get in touch with us. We are here for you. So as always, guys, be very diligent with your setups. Be patient with price and always mitigate risk. Respect your stops. Alright guys, have a great day in the markets and we will check you later.